Called 1 hour of Fortnite secretly removing updates. All the way back.
Fortnite has more secret changes than you could ever imagine.
Here we go.
In fact, this is
1 hour of
them we
yep.
can all chill and relax to, because one of season 4's coolest collabs may have been deleted, and that's Minecraft. When we all found season 4's battle pass, Rixel immediately stepped
Dude, if
out.
Fortnite ever
This scene
collabed
literally
with
talks about crafting,
Minecraft,
building,
that would be insane to me.
pickaxe, a wooden stick that's meant to be a torch. And if you look at the rank rewards,
I don't know if
for this
Fortnite's
season,
got it like
you'll
that.
literally find a pickaxe that looks like a TikTok shop Minecraft sword. It's so similar. If you remember, at the start of this year, an Epic employee leaked that Epic and Mojang were working together to actually make a Minecraft collab happen. Then, when that employee was fired and sued, Epic mentioned that their leaks had actually put a ton of collabs in jeopardy, and some of them were even
I wonder if
canceled.
Mario was one of them.
So many fans believe that Fortnite planned a
Maybe
Minecraft
not.
collab for this season, and it was canceled months ago. There might actually be a POI to prove it too, because there's a whole building near Sanctuary that belongs to Rixel, and when you go inside, you'll realize just how much effort Fortnite put into it. Every single piece of furniture in this place has been transformed into a blocky version, from the couches to the bookshelves, even the fire hydrants outside.
I haven't even noticed that.
Assets just for a place that not
I gotta pay more attention to details when I'm in the Fortnite map.
to season 4 was the invulnerability llama, but you won't actually find it in game. Instead, you'll find the god mode llama, and by now
Yeah, Tommy was telling me about this. He said it's in Blitz.
Change the name. When you pick it up, it lets you smash through builds, and now that I
This
think
is what
about
that guy
it,
did to me
this is a
yesterday.
much better description. And they did the exact same thing to the extra life token.
Yeah, I literally
because
couldn't even
if
hit
you
him.
find it in game,
That thing
it's
is
called
busted.
The 1-up token. Historically in video games, a 1-up token has always meant you've earned an extra life, and that's just another way that Epic has paid tribute to the retro gaming season. One weapon a lot of fans are sad to see go is the Spas 12. It has been officially removed from the loot pool, but don't worry, it's been replaced by the OG pump.
Which
Not a bad
sucks, by the
trade-off,
way. I
considering
don't
it does
really-
205 to the head, and if you use the
I'm not
headshot
hitting
multiplier,
205. Maybe I got
it
skill
does
issue.
even more. The worst thing to see get removed is all of our hard-earned sprites. It's probably the first thing we checked, but at least they have a new home at the Sprite Sanctuary.
I haven't been to the Sprite Sanctuary yet. I gotta go check that out.
Your collection, which makes it that much less painful to know that all of this progress has been reset. They even removed sprite chests this season and replaced them with the cheat code, so it's not harder to find sprites, but actually different. And pay attention, because what I'm about to tell you will make your life easier. One of the biggest
listening.
complaints of season 3 is that you never knew if you had a sprite or not. Well, Fortnite secretly changed this, and now sprites will actually have an exclamation mark.
I thought I noticed that. That's a good quality of life
One
change.
I'm not sure is an upgrade has to do with bosses, and that's because they now officially respawn. At first I thought this was a bug, but now it looks like you can eliminate them more than once during a BR match for more players to get their mythics. When you go
I don't
to
think I like that.
Pman, you'll realize that
I don't think there should be more than one.
shotgun. And as of me recording this, it's actually been secretly removed. It is now swapped to a legendary version, and we're not sure if this is a permanent thing, but its name being changed definitely is. Because when the season launched,
Interesting.
players would find the Robotnik Mythic Shotgun, but within a few hours they disabled it and secretly renamed it to the Enhanced Mythic Shotgun. No one knows why they did this, but I do understand the secret change to Spider-Man. Because
So is Fortnite maybe saying, okay, instead of having one mythic, only one person can get off the boss, they're gonna let the boss respawn multiple times, but maybe it only drops a gold, so like you could get the gold and 2 or 3 other people could get the gold instead of one person having the mythic. But then I feel like that devalues the point of like killing the boss, so I don't know if I like that.
over at Battlewood,
Good morning, B-Dot. How we doing, bro?
Spider-Man to tease the collab.
What up, man?
Shortly after, we got new outfits, the web slingers, and more, all for the brand new day premiere. That time is coming past, so obviously it was removed, just like the Breaking Bad teaser. With a name like Runners for last season, it had some very odd implications.
I remember a lot of people saying Breaking Bad was gonna come out because of this spot right here, a car wash.
Which was one big reference to the TV show Breaking Bad. Unfortunately, that collab didn't make it to the game like Spider-Man, and I guess it doesn't matter because they straight up deleted the basement. It makes sense to change that, just like it made so many players happy to hear that the extraction music has finally been removed. It was something a lot of
Thank
players
goodness.
complained about last season.
I didn't even notice that, but yeah.
To save your ears, a walk up to an extraction zone now.
Dude, that music was intense. It was way too loud. That's fine. Like the noise going off, like the buzzer letting people know that somebody's at the extraction, that's fine. But the music was just too much. Just off like the opening weekend. Sure, I didn't get to play that much like I normally do. I'm definitely enjoying it less than the rest of the seasons. I will say that. So I can't fault you for that opinion, Maze. Yeah, the concept is very cool. I just don't know if they executed properly. I don't know. However, we haven't even had our first like hot fix or update of the season yet, like major update. So knowing that Fortnite actually does a good job of listening to community feedback, I feel like they'll probably tweak a couple things and make it better. However, there's no way that they're just going to scrap the season, you know, like even if people really, really hated it, they're not just going to pivot and go away from all the collabs they've done and everything. I don't know. It's too large scale to do all that. Like they can't just revert, and I don't think they should. But that's definitely interesting because obviously, like Maze, B Dot, both of y'all play the game often, but y'all aren't necessarily like sweats. You know what I mean? Like super sweats. Like y'all are more chill with the game, and even y'all agree that y'all don't really like it. And then I'm seeing people that don't get off the game. All they do is play super sweats, and they're not really a big fan of it either. So I'm wondering who this season was meant to appeal to and if it kind of missed its target audience. But maybe the casual player that doesn't even hop on Twitch to watch the season at all, like they don't even consume Fortnite content, they just play, and they don't come in streams or anything like that. Maybe they're enjoying it, you know? I don't know, because the player counts are still high, so we'll just have to see. I truly thought I was a solid 5 out of 10 at this game. This update puts me at about a negative 16. My gold pump hit up close for 4 damage today. I got off after that hit. Yeah, if I do 4 damage with a pump and I'm anywhere near them, I'd probably log off after that too, Maze.
Pman has been around since Chapter 7 began, but it took months before players started to realize it was teasing a new collab all along.
Oh yeah, I never even paid attention to that.
Pman could be heard coming from the arcade, and unlike all the other sounds, this was the only copyrighted music. It immediately blew up.
Do we
as a
have
teaser for Season
Pac-Man
4,
yet?
Only for Epic to delete it, realizing the whole time it accidentally leaked their next collab. And that's not the only confusing
Really,
mistake,
Fortnite?
because when we booted up runners, expecting to find a ton of cute sprites, one in particular felt off.
Lads.
This was the Dream sprite. And it makes sense, he's a pillow, but he used to be so different. You see, in the trailer and promo images, he actually looked light purple with stars, just like the Slumber or Dreamer skins. But instead, what we would actually find was a beaten up dirty old pillow with hand-drawn stars. Probably one of the strangest design changes.
Oh yeah, why did they go to
Something
that?
most players will never find out is how the giant collab of Spider-Man
All right, a
was
few
supposed
more.
to have one more piece of content, a sprite. Leakers found it in the files.
I did find that weird that we didn't get a single sprite. I know we all talked about that.
Nowhere to be found. Evidence of a sprite net first gave it away before the files gave us even more info about a spidey sensibility that would alert you when enemies were aiming.
That would
at
have been
you.
dope.
This honestly
Imagine
might have been
Imagine like your spider senses tingling when you have the sprite and you can get like a ping of everybody around you. That could have been so simple. Because we already had the Spider-Man web shooter, so it wouldn't really have made sense for the sprite to give that. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you props, Kayla. You got me on that one. And I don't understand how I keep falling for it because the knock sound comes from my left ear and I don't have a door over there. No one would ever knock over there. It would only be on this door. So you got me. I don't know what that makes the score right now. I know it had been a minute since you did get me on that. And I'm gonna give you props. You got me. I thought somebody was like knocking on my window, which only would be Connor. He's the only one to knock on my window, and he would never do it at 8:13 a.m. But you got me. Good work. Good morning. Yeah, I agree with that too, B Dot and Maze. That's fair. Actually, Kaylee, let me ask your opinion. We're watching this video, but we're talking about the new season. What do you think so far? What do you think?
These in the entire sprite collection, and with the collab already gone, we may never see this release unless he shows up in Season 4. And nobody knows.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long time before we see Spider-Man
because the Pawn Guardian
What is that?
was first being worked on years ago, all the way back in Chapter 6, which makes sense because an entire POI here was themed.
This was a cool POI.
Obviously, it never got released. So instead, Epic moved him into a battle pass for Chapter 7.
I've never seen this guy ever.
Deleted again. Flash forward to months later, and his full set has been added. Now, a free pack for PlayStation subscribers.
Oh, this is what Warner was telling me
Has a
about.
completely different style in the
So I can
photos,
get this
still
skin.
Unused. It's one final reminder of the chaos he's already gone through. Now, we've already seen how skins like Poison Ivy have changed over time. So people were equally as confused when Wave 2 of Bleach dropped, only for Yoruichi to have a censored outfit. In the show, her leotard is pretty revealing, but compared to Poison Ivy, Fortnite basically toned this way down.
Boo.
Started complaining that Epic
Why would you
had
do
no
this, Fortnite?
and they made her wear a weird diaper. When Patrick Star first dropped in
Come on, man.
noticed one strange feature they wouldn't normally have access to: his name. Unlike other collabs, you could actually rename
It is
in a short
overstimulating.
time, which led to fans making silly references right in their locker.
Good morning, Alba. How we doing, bro? Good morning, my guy.
Pinhead, your time is up.
Who you calling Pinhead?
We also noticed an odd change to the Spider-Man collab.
What'd they do to my boy Pun?
Punisher's skull logo is usually a lot more visible in the show, and even though it's faded in the new movie, the one on his Fortnite skin is barely visible. At first,
Good point.
you pass this off as a mistake, but then people started to notice more signs. From the bag being bright white in the trailer, but dark gray in game, to a random strap blocking out the symbol on his chest that wasn't in the movie. Clearly, they wanted to censor it. Well, it
Why would
could
they
be because
censor
the
a
logo is
skull?
used in politics, and Fortnite were worried, even though,
What?
you know, it is his logo. At least Simpsons Return to Reload
Soft.
didn't get censored. In fact, it actually got brand new changes.
All right, we'll watch
Just
one or
like
two
the
more.
vehicles in the mode, instead of leaving the streets empty,
I got you, Alba. How's work going, man?
and repainted it as
I'm
a
chilling, bro. I'm just waking up.
Springfield cars all over the map that we never had
Locking
the
in.
first time around. Then there's the Confidential Hotel, which has taken up a large spot in the town center, a parody of the Continental from John Wick. In fact, they were so
I still haven't watched all the John Wick movies. Have you guys watched the John Wick movies? What are there, 4 now?
Yellow Simpsons version, and it looks hilarious.
And I still haven't gotten the
It's not
skin
just the
yet.
map
That's
that
a
got
good
secret
reminder.
changes either, because Reload also upped the player count to 50 just for Springfield, which makes sense because this map is a lot bigger than the others. They even made it the only map because it was that popular. There was also the relooting chest feature, which means later in the game when loot starts to run out, you don't have to respawn with nothing. Instead, most of the chests nearby will be refilled, ready to open.
I kind of
again
like that part.
or
I like that
For
update to
solo
reload.
players, you can't forget about the new system to earn more reboots. Normally, you only get 3.
All right, last
but
one for
when
now.
you're down on lives, dealing enough damage to enemies will actually give you back more chances to
This is
respawn.
another good change. I like the fact that it promotes fighting in the reload season. And also, sometimes when you die the first time, you land somewhere else and you get shot out of the sky and then you're dead and you have no more reboots. Like, it's just cooked like that. So I like that you get one more chance off that. We'll watch more of that video later. We can kind of just go through the video this week, honestly, and just react to different chunks of it.